paycheck, not the deposit. I mean the source underneath it all. Because most folks believe income comes from a job, from an economy, from luck or timing. But that's not it. That's never been it. Income comes from value, and value comes from skill. Now, here's what most people never learn. Skills don't retire. They don't get laid off. They don't vanish when the market shifts or the company folds. A skill you build today can feed you 30 years from now. It follows you. It compounds inside you. And no one, no boss, no downturn, no bad season can take it away. Because that's the truth about skill. It's the one asset that lives inside you. Everything else can be lost. Money can be spent. Jobs can disappear. Titles can be stripped away. But what you know how to do, what you've trained yourself to become, that stays, that pays, and it pays for the rest of your life. And you don't build that by accident. You build it on purpose. You build it slow, brick by brick, in the quiet hours when no one's watching. Because here's what most people miss. The market doesn't pay for your time. It pays for your ability. And ability is something you choose to develop. So if you've been trading hours for dollars and wondering why the numbers never grow, good. You're in the right place. We're not here to talk about working harder. We're here to talk about becoming worth more. It won't happen overnight. It won't happen without discipline, but it will happen. 10 skills, practical, timeless, and designed to raise your value for as long as you live. Not someday, not when it's convenient, but now, while you've still got years to let them compound. The first skill that pays you for the rest of your life, the ability to sell. And I don't mean standing behind a counter pushing product on people who don't want it. I mean the deeper thing, the ability to move an idea from your mind into someone else's, the ability to make a case, to persuade, to transfer belief. Because everything in life comes down to that. You sell yourself in an interview. You sell your vision to a partner. You sell your kids on values worth living by. You sell your team on a direction. And the person who can do that well, clearly, honestly, with conviction, never goes hungry, ever. Now, most people are terrified of it. They hear the word and they flinch. They think it's manipulation. They think it's pressure. But real selling isn't any of that. Real selling is service. It's finding what someone truly needs and helping them see that you've got the answer. It's the most human thing there is. You learn to ask questions. You learn to listen more than you talk. You learn to read what someone isn't saying, because the amateur talks about features. The professional talks about the person in front of them. And that shift from here's what I have to here's what you need, that's the whole game. And here's what makes it beautiful. You never stop needing it. A doctor sells the patient on the treatment. A leader sells the crew on the mission. A parent sells the child on discipline. Everyone who's ever moved another human being to act, they sold something, whether they called it that or not. You practice it in the small moments. You state your case with clarity. You stop apologizing for what you believe. You learn to handle a no without falling apart. You learn that objection isn't rejection. It's just a question that hasn't been answered yet. Because the person who can sell can survive anywhere. Drop them in a new city with nothing, and within a year, they'll be back on their feet. Why? Because they carry the skill inside them. They can create value out of thin air. And that kind of security, that's worth more than any savings account. So you build it deliberately. You study the craft. You watch how the best ones do it. You practice the language until it becomes second nature. And you carry it with you for the rest of your days. Because a man who can sell is never truly poor. He's just temporarily between deals. The second skill that pays you for life, the ability to communicate with power, to speak in a way that lands. to write in a way that moves. Because here's something few people understand. Your income rarely rises higher than your ability to express yourself. Think about it. Two people can have the same knowledge, the same experience, the same idea, but one of them can articulate it clearly, confidently, in a way that makes people lean in, and the other one mumbles and fumbles and loses the room. Who gets promoted? Who gets trusted? Who gets paid? The one who can communicate. Every time. Because your thoughts, no matter how brilliant, are trapped inside you until you can express them. And a poorly communicated great idea loses to a well-communicated average one. That's just how the world works. Value has to travel, and communication is the vehicle. So you work on it, you expand your vocabulary, not to sound impressive, but to become precise. You learn the difference between a word that's close and a word that's exact. You learn to say more with less, because clutter confuses, but clarity commands. You practice speaking up in rooms where it's uncomfortable. You volunteer to give the report. You raise your hand. You write the email that says exactly what you mean without a wasted word. And slowly, something shifts. People start to listen when you talk. They start to seek out your opinion. Your voice starts to carry weight. And it's not just talking. It's the pause, the timing, the willingness to let silence do some of the work. Because a person who's comfortable with a pause seems in control. And a person who fills every space with noise seems nervous. You learn to speak deliberately. You learn to let your words breathe. Because here's the payoff. The person who communicates well gets access. Access to better opportunities, better relationships, better rooms, doors open for the articulate that stay shut for the silent. Not because they're smarter, but because they can carry their intelligence out into the world. So you refine it every single day, in every conversation, in every note you write. You treat communication like the master skill it is. Because when you can make yourself understood, clearly, persuasively, with heart, you become someone the world can't afford to ignore. The third skill that pays you for life, the ability to manage money. And I don't mean earning it. Plenty of people earn plenty and stay broke their whole lives. I mean the skill of keeping it, growing it, directing it, making it work while you sleep. Because it's not what you earn that determines your future. It's what you do with what you earn. I've known men who made fortunes and died with nothing. And I've known people of modest income who built quiet wealth over decades. The difference wasn't the size of the paycheck. It was the discipline behind the dollar. You've got to learn the rhythm of it. A portion to live on, a portion to give, a portion to invest. That structure, that quiet, unglamorous structure, is what separates the free from the trapped. Because the person who saves and invests is building an army. And every dollar he sets aside is a soldier that goes to work for him. Most people never learn this. They spend everything they make and then some. They let the money run through their hands like water. And when the hard season comes, and it always comes, they've got nothing underneath them. No cushion, no options, no freedom. But you learn to tell your money where to go before it disappears. You learn the difference between an asset that feeds you and a liability that drains you. You learn that buying things to impress people is the fastest road to slavery, and you refuse to walk it. You get educated. You study how wealth actually gets built. Not overnight, not through luck, but through patience and compounding and time in the game. You learn that boring is beautiful when it comes to money, that the tortoise wins, that consistency beats intensity every single time. And here's what it buys you. Not just things, but options. The freedom to say no, the freedom to walk away from what doesn't serve you, the freedom to take a risk because you've got a foundation underneath, That's what money management really pays. It pays you peace. So you master it. You take control of the numbers instead of letting them control you. Because a man who commands his money commands his life. And a man who doesn't, no matter how much he makes, stays a servant to his next paycheck for as long as he lives. The fourth skill that pays you for the rest of your life, the ability to solve problems. Because I'll tell you what the world really rewards. Not effort, not intention, not how busy you look. The world rewards solutions, and it rewards them richly. Every business exists to solve a problem. Every paycheck is compensation for a problem someone paid you to handle. And the bigger the problem you can solve, the more complex, the more critical, the more people it affects, the more you get paid. That's the whole equation. Your income is tied to the size of the problems you're willing to face. Now, most people run from problems. They see one coming and they duck. They complain about it. They hope someone else deals with it. And in that avoidance, they cap their own value. Because you can only get paid for what you're willing to tackle. And if you tackle nothing hard, you get paid next to nothing. But the problem solver moves toward the fire. He walks into the room everyone else is avoiding and says, "Let me look at this." He doesn't panic. He doesn't freeze. He breaks the thing down. He asks better questions. He finds the root instead of arguing with the symptom. You build this by staying calm when things break. When the situation gets messy, you don't spiral into blame. You get curious. You ask, what's actually going on here? What's the real cause? What are the options? You treat every problem like a puzzle instead of a punishment. And you train yourself to think in steps. You learn to separate what you can control from what you can't. You learn to focus your energy on the lever that actually moves the thing. Because most problems aren't solved by working harder. They're solved by thinking clearer. Here's what happens when you become known as a solver. People bring you their hardest situations. And that's not a burden, that's a promotion. Because the person everyone turns to in a crisis is the person who becomes indispensable. And the indispensable never worry about their next opportunity. So you sharpen this, you seek out problems instead of hiding from them. You build a reputation as the one who figures it out. Because in a world full of people who point at what's wrong, the one who quietly fixes it becomes worth his weight in gold. And that value never fades. The fifth skill that pays you for life, the ability to learn, not what you know right now, but how fast you can acquire what you don't. Because the knowledge that got you here won't be enough to carry you forward. The world keeps moving, and the person who can keep learning never gets left behind. See, most people stop learning the day they finish school. They think education has an endpoint, a finish line, a day when you're done. But the ones who win understand something different, that learning is a lifelong discipline, that your mind is a muscle. And the day you stop working, it is the day you start declining. You become a student of everything. You read, you ask questions. You stay curious long past the age when curiosity is convenient. You approach every situation with the posture of a learner instead of a knower. Because the moment you think you've got it all figured out is the moment you stop growing. And here's the beautiful part. Learning compounds. Every book you read connects to the last one. Every skill you pick up makes the next one easier. Your mind starts building bridges between ideas that other people never see. And that web of understanding becomes your greatest advantage. You learn to learn efficiently. You stop wasting time on things that don't matter, and you go deep on the things that do. You find the people who've already walked the road and you study how they did it. You shorten your learning curve by standing on the shoulders of those who came before. And you don't just learn facts, you learn how things work, how people think, how systems operate. Because a fact fades, but an understanding stays. And the person who understands the deep principles can adapt to anything the world throws at him. This is the skill that protects all the others, because markets change, tools change. What was valuable yesterday can be worthless tomorrow. But the person who can learn will simply pick up the next thing and keep going. He's never obsolete. He just keeps evolving. So you commit to it for life. You keep the mind hungry. You read the book. You ask the question. You stay teachable long after your peers have gone stiff. Because in a changing world, the ability to learn isn't just one skill among many. It's the one that keeps you relevant forever. The sixth skill that pays you for the rest of your life, the ability to lead, to take a group of people and move them towards something bigger than themselves. Because here's a truth that never changes. Leaders get paid more than followers. Always have, always will. And leadership isn't a title. It isn't a corner office. It isn't about being the loudest voice in the room. Real leadership is influence. It's the ability to get others to want what you want, to trust your direction, to follow you, not because they have to, but because they believe in where you're taking them. Most people think leadership is about commanding, barking orders, being in charge. But the deepest form of leadership is service. It's asking, how do I make these people better? How do I bring out what's already in them? How do I create an environment where they can win? That's the kind of leader people follow to the ends of the earth. You build it by developing yourself first, because you can't lead others to a place you've never been. You can't ask for a standard you don't hold. Leadership starts with the discipline you demand of yourself when no one's around. And people can feel that. They follow the person who's already walking the walk. You learn to make decisions, because that's what a leader does. He decides. When everyone else is confused, when the path isn't clear, the leader steps up and says, here's where we're going. Not with arrogance, with conviction, because a group without direction goes nowhere. And someone has to point the way. You learn to take responsibility, not just for your own results, but for the whole. When things go wrong, the leader doesn't point fingers, he owns it. And when things go right, he shares the credit. That's the character that earns loyalty. That's the posture that builds trust. And here's what leadership pays. It multiplies you. One person working alone can only do so much, but a leader who can inspire 10 or 100 or 1,000, his impact expands beyond anything he could do with his own two hands. And the market pays enormously for that kind of multiplication. So you develop it deliberately over a lifetime. You learn to communicate a vision. You learn to develop the people around you. You learn to carry the weight that others won't. Because the ability to lead doesn't just raise your income. It raises everyone who has the good fortune to follow you. And that's a legacy that pays long after you're gone. The seventh skill that pays you for life, the ability to manage yourself, your time, your energy, your attention. Because you can be the most talented person in the room, but if you can't govern yourself, all that talent leaks out through the cracks of poor discipline. Here's what I've learned. Everyone gets the same 24 hours. The billionaire and the beggar, same clock, same day. The difference is never in the amount of time. It's in how it gets used. And the person who masters his own hours holds a power that most people never even reach for. Because most people drift. They react to whatever's loudest. They let the day happen to them instead of designing it. They chase the urgent and neglect the important. And at the end of the year, they wonder where all the time went. It went where it always goes, to whoever failed to claim it. But you take command. You decide what matters most, and you build your day around it. You protect your best hours for your most important work. You learn to say no to the good so you can say yes to the great. Because your time is your life, and how you spend it is how you spend your years. And it's not just time, it's energy. You learn what fuels you and what drains you. You learn to rest before you're exhausted, not after you've collapsed. You treat your body like the instrument it is, because a sharp mind in a tired body still loses, and you're playing a long game. You govern your attention like it's the treasure it is, because attention is the currency of achievement. Whatever you give, your focus to grows, and whatever you neglect withers. The person who can concentrate, who can go deep on one thing without scattering, accomplishes more in an hour than the distracted man does in a day. And you build the discipline to do what needs doing, whether you feel like it or not, because feelings are unreliable. They come and go with the weather. But the person who's learned to act on commitment instead of mood, he becomes unstoppable. He doesn't wait for motivation. He just moves. So you master yourself first. You put yourself under your own command. Because a man who cannot lead himself will never be trusted to lead anything else. And the payoff for self-mastery isn't just productivity, it's freedom. The deep, quiet freedom of a life you've actually decided to live. The eighth skill that pays you for the rest of your life, the ability to build relationships, to connect with people, to earn their trust, to create bonds that last. Because I'll tell you something that took me years to understand. Your net worth is deeply tied to your network, not in a shallow way, in a real one. Nobody builds anything great alone. Behind every success, there's a web of relationships. People who opened doors, who gave advice, who took a chance, who showed up when it mattered. And the person who knows how to cultivate those connections has access to opportunities the isolated man will never see. But here's the thing. You don't build relationships by taking. You build them by giving. The people who try to use others get found out quickly. But the person who genuinely serves, who adds value without keeping score, who cares about people beyond what they can do for him, that person builds something that lasts. You learn to be interested instead of interesting. You ask about them. You remember what they told you. You follow up. You show up. You become the kind of person others are glad to know. Because the world is full of people chasing what they can get. But the rare few who focus on what they can give, they become magnetic. You learn to keep your word in the small things, because that's where trust is really built. The tiny promises, the little follow-throughs. When you say you'll call and you call. When you say you'll be there and you're there. People are watching. And every kept promise is a deposit in a bank account that pays dividends for years. And you learn to handle conflict without burning bridges. Because relationships get tested. Disagreements come. And the person who can navigate tension with grace, who can disagree without becoming an enemy, who can repair what's been strained, he holds on to people that others lose. Here's what makes this skill so valuable. Relationships compound over a lifetime. The person you help today remembers it for decades. The trust you build in your 20s pays off in your 50s. Your reputation walks into rooms before you do. And a good name built over years becomes an asset no amount of money can buy. So you invest in people, sincerely, consistently, for the long haul. You treat every relationship like it matters, because it does. And by the time you look up, you'll be surrounded by a network of trust and goodwill that carries you through every season of life. That's a wealth that never runs dry. The ninth skill that pays you for life, the ability to think for yourself, to reason clearly, to weigh the evidence and reach your own conclusions instead of just absorbing whatever the crowd believes. Because independent thinking is one of the rarest, most valuable capacities a human being can develop. Most people don't think. Not really, they react, they repeat, they adopt whatever opinions happen to be floating around them, and they call it their own. They follow the herd because it feels safe. But the herd is usually wrong at the extremes, and it's usually broke too. Following the crowd is a reliable way to end up exactly average. But the person who can think, who can step back and ask, is this actually true? Does this hold up? What am I missing? That person sees what others don't. He spots the opportunity everyone else overlooked. He avoids the trap everyone else walked right into because he's not moving on autopilot. He's moving on judgment. You build this by questioning your own assumptions. You get in the habit of asking why. Why do I believe this? Where did this idea come from? Is there a better way to see this? And you get comfortable with the discomfort of not knowing, because that's where real thinking begins. You learn to gather information from many sides before you decide. You resist the pull to lock in an opinion too fast. You hold your conclusions loosely enough to change them when the facts demand it. Because the goal isn't to be right about what you already think. The goal is to see reality as clearly as you possibly can. And you learn to think long-term when everyone around you is thinking about right now. You learn to trace the second and third consequences of a decision, not just the first, because most people only see the immediate. And the one who can see around the corner is the one who prospers, while others get blindsided. Here's why this pays. Every major decision of your life rests on the quality of your thinking. Who you marry, where you invest, what career you chase, what risks you take. Good thinking leads to good decisions, and good decisions compound into a good life. Poor thinking does the opposite. So you protect your mind, you feed it well, you question the easy answers. You refuse to outsource your judgment to the loudest voice or the popular opinion. Because in a world of followers, the clear thinker is worth a fortune. And that clarity, once you build it, pays you every single day for the rest of your life. The 10th skill that pays you for the rest of your life is this: the ability to keep going, to persist when it's hard, to stay in the game long after the excitement fades and the results haven't shown up yet. Because I'll tell you the honest truth, all the skills in the world mean nothing without the endurance to see them through. Because here's what most people don't understand about success. It's not usually a matter of talent. It's not usually a matter of intelligence. Plenty of gifted people quit. Plenty of brilliant people fold at the first sign of resistance. What separates the ones who make it is something quieter, something deeper, the refusal to stop. Every worthwhile thing takes longer than you think it will. It costs more than you expected. There's a valley in the middle of every great pursuit where the initial thrill is gone and the payoff hasn't arrived, and that valley is where most dreams get buried. Not because they weren't possible, but because the dreamer ran out of persistence before he ran out of road. But the one who keeps going, who shows up on the hard days, who does the work when nobody's clapping, who takes the setback and gets back up one more time than he gets knocked down, that person eventually breaks through. Because time and consistency have a way of rewarding those who refuse to give up. You build this by making peace with the difficulty. You stop expecting it to be easy. You stop being surprised by resistance. You come to understand that the struggle isn't a sign you're on the wrong path. It's the toll you pay to stay on the right one. And once you accept that, the setbacks lose their power to stop you. You learn to fall in love with the process instead of just the prize. Because if you only care about the destination, every long day feels like punishment. But if you can find meaning in the work itself, in the growing and the becoming, then you can sustain yourself for the years it actually takes. And you draw on everything else you've built. The self-management to keep your discipline, the clear thinking to keep your perspective, the relationships to keep your support. Because persistence isn't just gritting your teeth. It's a whole life built to endure. It's the sum of all the other skills applied over time. Here's what persistence pays. It pays in mastery. because you stayed long enough to become truly good. It pays in reputation because people learned they could count on you. It pays in results because you were still standing when the harvest finally came. The quitter never gets to see what was on the other side, but the one who endures collects it all. So you commit to the long game. You decide right now that you are not the kind of person who quits. You build your 10 skills patiently, and then you keep applying them year after year through the good seasons and the hard ones alike. Because that's the final secret. Not just to have the skills, but to keep using them long enough for them to pay you everything they're worth. So there it is, 10 skills, 10 investments in yourself that no market can crash and no employer can take away. The ability to sell, to communicate, to manage money, to solve problems, to learn, to lead, to manage yourself, to build relationships, to think, and to persist through it all. And here's what makes them so powerful. They don't compete with each other, they compound. The seller who can lead, the thinker who can communicate, the problem solver who can build relationships. When you stack these skills on top of one another, you don't just add value, you multiply it. You become the rare kind of person the world can't easily replace. Because these aren't things you buy, they're things you become. And the day you decide to develop them is the day you stop being at the mercy of circumstance. You stop waiting for someone to give you a chance. You start creating your own. Because you've got something inside you that generates value wherever you go. Now, the money you earn today, you'll spend most of it. That's the nature of it. But the skills you build today will keep on earning for the rest of your life. They pay you in your 30s and your 50s and your 70s. They pay you in freedom and in options and in the quiet confidence of a person who knows he can handle whatever comes. So you begin, not tomorrow, not someday. You pick one of these 10 and you start building it now. You read the book. You have the hard conversation. You take command of your time. You put yourself under the kind of discipline that grows a person, brick by brick, day by day. Because this is the great secret that the wealthy have always known and the struggling have always missed. Don't chase the money, chase the skills, become worth more, and the money will have no choice but to follow you for as long as you live. You don't need luck. You just need to build. You don't need the perfect timing. You just need to start. You don't need anyone's permission to become more than you are today. And when you do, when you commit to becoming skilled instead of just busy, you'll never have to worry about your worth again. Because you'll be carrying it inside you, and no one can ever take it away.